All right, hey you guys, welcome to the Monday Night Dream Extreme call. So I'm super excited to be hosting tonight. My name is Jelaine Kaiser, and I just want to say thanks for taking the time out to be on this call because, hey, guess what? We all know that time is very, very important and very valuable. So the fact that you're on this and watching this or watching the recording is great. It just means that you're taking time to invest in yourself and invest into your business to be the best you that you can possibly be. So I'm going to jump right in because I have a lot to cover in a short amount of time. So I will warn you as I'm sharing my screen that I talk really fast, and that's why there's a recording, so you can go back and watch the recording if there's something that you missed. So the other thing that I want to let you guys know right now, I do want to hopefully have some time at the end for Q&A. So if there's questions that you're thinking of, just be posting those in the chat box, and hopefully I can get to those at the end, okay? Can you guys see my screen? Yes. All right. So this is, like I said, my name is Jelaine Kaiser. This is video 101. So I'm just going to be taking you through what I think is important and what I'm finding when it comes to video. I know a lot of people are very intimidated by video, right? Is anybody like super excited about video, or is this topic like scare the crap out of you? But you know you need to get better at it though, right? Is everyone shaking their head like, yes, I'm scared, but I know I should, and after this call, I'm going to, right? That's what you're thinking, I hope, anyways. So just a little bit about me. I've been a nurse for 9 years. I started off as an LPN first and then went on to school to get my RN. I currently only work like once here and there. I stepped away from nursing last May. That was one of my big goals to do with this business, and I was able to do that May 25th of 2016. So I just work here and there to keep up my license because I worked hard to get it, and I kind of want to stay in just in case for any reason I need to go back. I'm just like you. That's the thing, you guys. I want you to realize, write down on your paper, like, why not me? I'm just like her, right? Or I'm just like whoever it is that you look up to in this business. The only thing is I might be a little bit farther along in the business than you are. Either way, we're very much more alike than you think. I'm a wife. I'm married to a plumber. I live in Central Illinois in good old P-Town, Peoria, Illinois. I'm a jokester. I think I'm funny, or like at least I think that I'm funny. Hopefully, at least if nothing else, you guys will be smiling and take something away from tonight other than just a laugh. I've always been into fitness, but it hasn't really been like the way you think. I played sports growing up. I was in soccer and track and basketball. I wanted to play in the WNBA. That was my goal, my dream when I was like 9 years old. And some things just, you know, you got to let them go. I wasn't always into health. I didn't have to always eat right. I was just one of those people who, when I was younger, I was overweight. And then in high school, I kind of ate whatever I wanted to, and then found that into your 20s and things like that, you can't just eat and drink and still expect to stay in shape, right? I have struggled with an eating disorder growing up in high school. Even when I was younger, I was called fat and things like that. And I'd like to say that I don't have those issues anymore, but everybody who knows who's had an eating disorder always, you know, has that somewhere tucked in the back of your head, if you guys can relate to that. It's always there, but I just have tools and skills now to be able to not let it take me from one extreme to another. And I think that's what's the most important, is that it doesn't ever go away, but you learn how to deal with it by accumulating new skills. I'm a fear crusher. Not always, though. Up until about the point that I bought my ticket for Summit 2013. I didn't think I was really going to go because I had never flown alone. And what I found was, though, when I got on that plane, I finally busted through that glass ceiling that I had created, these four walls I had created myself into, and I have been unstoppable ever since. I've struggled from very, very bad anxiety to the point where I thought I was, you know, like, that I've been dying at times, right? If you guys have had panic attacks, you don't quite understand them until they've ever happened to you. And then once you do, you never wish them upon anyone. So again, I've learned skills to help me get through those and to be able to not have that so much as an issue anymore. And the fear, what I have found, if you take away nothing else, it's going to be this: action kills fear. Okay? Boom, right there. So anything you fear, it's just taking action on those things and then doing it again and again and again and again and again, and you're going to get better. So I tried everything wrong before I tried something right. I'm the kind of personality where I'm like, no, you're not going to tell me what to do. I'm going to do it my way. And then I'm going to figure out that's not the right way. And then I might try your way. So maybe some of you are like that as well, but that's okay. And always looked for the answer. Like I've always looked for something else to happen in my life, right? So just always looking for something to fall in my lap, or that the answer was going to be given to me, instead of going out and seeking the answer for myself. So know that and empower yourself to be the person who goes after that, takes action. So here we go. We're going to dive in. So why video, right? So I think that this is just a great way to start when it talks about why video, people, because this is huge. So social video generates 1,200% more than text and image combined. Okay. Sometimes you just got to let these sink in and come back to them. Like 1,200% more than text and image combined. So you know that we are a generation and a community of people who have a very short attention span, like seconds, right? And then you're gone. So if your text didn't catch their eye, which it's not obviously, and your image didn't, then where do you need to be? You need to be making snippets of video. Including a video on a landing page can increase conversion by over 80%. So like a video might be, if you have a website, like just getting your face out there, right? Letting them see who you are. So 80% conversion rate, that's taking somebody from just having eyes on you to converting them to being whatever, your customer, buying your product, whatever it's gonna be, an 80% conversion rate by video. 79% of all consumer internet traffic will come from video by, you guys are cutting off by 2018. So in less than a year, 79% of all sales are gonna be done through video. That's what's going to get people there. So if you're not getting this right now, like, what are you guys gathering from this? That you have to do some video. You have to get out there and just get your feet wet and start. Why video? You get to be you. Like, you get to be you. I get to be me. You get to be you. And there's just something so empowering about that you don't have to try to be somebody else or talk like somebody else or do whatever else. Because it's you. You just get to get on camera and say whatever the heck you want to say, and say it however you want to say it, and just deliver it being you. It helps you sort your followers without even knowing it. So this is key, because like I said, when you get to be you, guess what? Some people aren't going to like you. And that means that they're not going to hang around your page. They're going to excuse themselves. They're going to unfollow you. They're going to do whatever. And a lot of times you're like, no, I don't want to lose followers. But guess what, you guys? That helps you sort them without even having to, because you don't want to spend the time of going through people who don't, believe in what you believe in, right? You don't want to have to try to convince somebody of something that you're doing. They're going to see you on video and be like, oh, nope, she goes to church. I don't want to follow her. Okay, bye, right? See ya. So, because that's part of who you are. That's part of your brand. That's part of what you want to do. That's part of who you want to attract. So that's great, right? You can just get those people to move on. So I think this slide is just like powerful, because it just tells you like where video is going and why you need to really dive in. So this is the big question, right? How do I come up with content, right? Like, what in the heck am I going to talk about? Literally, we overthink everything. I'm an Emerald style personality, so if you know personality gems and things like that, and I overthink everything. It's annoying to myself even. But so how are we going to create this content? Well, first of all, there's a couple videos that you should start off sharing regardless. One is just who you are and what you do. It doesn't have to be salesy. It just gets to be you. Maybe one video is just going to kind of take people through your life a little bit, like maybe the last couple years, maybe the last year, maybe since becoming a coach. You're just going to share who you are, and then one on like what you do. Maybe you're a nurse like me, and so you're going to share maybe what you do in a day in the life of your nursing job, and then what you do on the side with Beachbody. So just basically, who are you? What do you do? Right? Another one should be sharing your vision. And vision is something I talk about in our team a lot, because without your vision, you guys, where are you going, right? And how do you expect other people to come along with you if they don't know your vision? It's like saying, get on my train. I don't know where it's going, but I want you to come. Do you think people are going to get on the train with you? No, they're like, who's this crazy girl? She's asking me to get on this train with her, and I don't even know where it's going. Like, no, they're not going to do that. So when you share your vision, and right now as a brand new coach, maybe you're brand new, maybe you've been a coach for a while and you're like, dang, I haven't shared my vision in a long time. It's changed. Then redo it, because my vision has changed so many times over the course of being a coach. And like literally just put your vision out there. I know that before I quit my job as a nurse, I was casting that vision out there. So I had wrote down that I'm going to walk away from my job as a nurse and be able to stay home and work my Beachbody business. And I casted that vision and I shared that vision before that vision actually happened. Does that make sense? So you guys need to think about, where do you want to go with this business? Maybe it's to make an extra $1,000 a month. Maybe it's to take your family to Disney or go on a vacation. You need to be putting that out there. Like, all right, so I am going on a trip next year with my family. Put it out into the universe as if it's already happened, as if you've already planned it. Whatever it is you need to do, just do it. Let people know where it is you're going, so then they can be like, oh my gosh, she's going to take her family to Disney next year just by saving and doing this little Beachbody thing. Man, she's getting fit. She looks good. She's so happy. How can I do that with her? And then they're going to get on your train because they know where you're going. You're going to Disney and they love Disney and they're going with you. They want to take their family there too. So they're going to come with you. So another one would be to share your vision, no matter how big or small it is. Maybe it's just you literally want to complete a program from start to end. Share that vision with your people, right? I've never finished a program before in my life, you guys, and I'm putting this out there to you. I want you to help me create this vision and walk along with me to start and finish the 21-day fix, right? Does anybody else want to come along this journey with me? Something as simple as that. Keep it short, keep it sweet. Use your video to invite to challenges, coach sneak peeks, or groups. So again, it could be a video like this. This is when you might have to stop and pause it later and catch my wording again. But so, hey guys, I just wanted to jump on for a quick second. We are doing a behind the scenes coach sneak peek, where literally you can just be a fly on the wall and check out what it is we do as coaches. We're going to be covering how much time does it take, who should be a coach, how much money you can earn, and just basically answering any other questions that you may have. If this is something that you feel like could fit into your life, or you just want to see what it's all about, comment, like, or message me so that I can get you into the group. All right, you guys, have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Something super simple like that, okay? That was a video. You're getting yourself out there. It doesn't have to be live. It can be recorded. If you want to start with practicing recording, then you can, and then you can get crazy and go live, you know, and try it and see how you feel. So same thing with your groups, your challenge groups, your free groups, any kind of group, basically, you can use video to invite. Brain dump. So this is going to be like the bulk of where your content comes from, you guys. This is going to be taking a sheet of paper out, and I'll show you my wall. Like, I don't know, can you guys see that big Post-it? Shake your head because I can't see myself. So that's like a brain dump, and then I have my goals up there from last year. Like, I love big Post-its, Staples, get you some. But so a brain dump doesn't have to be that big of a piece of paper, you guys. You can take out a normal size paper and brain dump onto that, okay? So this is going to be, what problems can you help solve or teach? First, think about things that people continuously ask you. What are you always saying the same thing about? Like, maybe it's to your challengers. They're like, how do I get to the meal plan? Or how do I do this? Make a video for that and save yourself flipping time so that you're duplicating yourself at the same time, right? So maybe it's that, like, this weekend, I made a video on how I put my meal plan together, essentially. Like, I just sat down and I wrote it out with permanent marker, and it was chicken scratch. But people wanted to see that, so I literally shared that with them. And then later on in the day, I actually went live for 20 minutes and shared my meal prep, which I think to me is so mundane. And I'm like, it's so easy, I don't get it. Like, what is there? You wash your vegetables, you cut up your vegetables, you put them in containers. Like, but people, I guess, they need the visual. So you have to go to where they're at, go to their level, which is meeting them where they are, which they just need to see it. So that's a problem that other people have that I can help solve or help teach them. So things like that. Think about what people are constantly asking you all the time. Another idea. What advice would you give your 21-year-old self? Well, if you're 21 right now and watching this, what advice would you give like your 18-year-old self, like your graduating self? Okay. Think that. Top tips to stay on track. Maybe you're really good at that. Like it can be short and sweet. My top 3 tips today are going to be how to stay on track over the weekend. Parenting tips, apps you use. How do you penny pinch? Because I'm a penny pincher. That's clearly why I put that on there, I guess. Things you're passionate about. Fit tips, move of the day, books to read, time management, great snack ideas, travel tips, how-tos, purely entertainment, make people laugh. One time I went live because you guys, if you didn't know this, you can do filters now on Facebook, kind of like Snapchat. And my video was so pointless, but I just laughed my butt off. And I thought, you know what? If I'm not good for anything else, at least somebody laughed today because they were on my video watching me just be silly. So do something just purely for entertainment or any of the above. Is this giving you guys some ideas in ways to create content? Shake your head. Yes, maybe. Perfect. Okay. So moving on. So your format for your video creation. So this is just kind of can be a basic thing. It doesn't have to be exact like this all the time, but get something down to where when you are doing a training video, you can go back to it. So it's going to kind of sound like introducing yourself. What is this video going to be about? Because listen, people want to know. Draw them in. You got them on your live video. Now tell them what the heck you're going to talk about so they can decide, right? If they want to stay on and listen to you or if they want to jump off. Don't do this thing where you go, well, I'm just going to wait for people to jump on and we'll see. And then that goes on for 30 seconds. You've already lost half your people who jumped on with you. Okay. They'll catch the recording in the beginning if they need to, but wait just a quick second, introduce yourself.
I saw him and
start to go.
Someone driving in the Jeep and the cop car following.
Hey, can make sure you guys, if you haven't already, mute your line, okay? Please share your expert story. Like, why can you teach them? So I'll go through it in a second. Share your tips, your points, your tools, and then a call to action or a way to keep them in your world. Like subscribe, turn on the notifications, follow me at, fill out the form below, message me. So it kind of would sound something like this. I think it says it on my next slide. So, all right, so introduce. Hey guys, I'm Jillian Kaiser. Thank you so much for jumping on. For those of you who are new to my page, today I'm going to be talking about XYZ. I can totally relate to this topic because a couple months ago, I was in the same situation on how to fix XYZ. So today I'm going to be sharing 3 tips on how to accomplish XYZ. First tip, second tip, third tip, go through it, tell them, and then at the end, if you guys want to know more or you'd like to stay up to date with the next video I'm going to be sharing, be sure to hit the subscribe button, comment below, message me so that I can get you connected and keep you within my next video broadcasting, whatever along those lines, right? So it sounds kind of simple like that. It's very quick. It's something that you can change up from time to time or use the same thing every time. So here's another kind of example. Introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Jillian Kaiser. I'm a wife, a nurse, a fitness instructor, a former bikini competitor. I help, and this is something that I came up with. Christine Dwyer taught us to do this. So what my vision is for my business is I help to empower others to be able to get in the best shape of their life, physically, financially, and mentally, so that they too can have a life full of greatness and success. So I basically kind of put it right there. I help empower others with improving their financial situations, physical health, and mental well-being so that they too can lead a life full of greatness and success. So basically, I help X with Y so they can Z. Okay? And that may take you some time. That took me quite a few times, and then I kept tweaking it until I got it the way that I wanted it to sound and wanted it to be. So again, here you're introducing yourself, you're telling them what you do. This video is going to be about XYZ, call to action. And the call to action, I think, is something that is totally missed so often. And so you have this great video that you just made, but now you didn't tell them how to stay connected to you. You didn't tell them what to expect or where they could go. Like, make sure you say like, comment, message me below, or drop your email so that I can get you on my monthly newsletter for tips and tricks and blah, 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 whatever it is you're going to be saying. But make sure you're having a call to action. Post below if you want to join our next challenge group. Make sure you put a high five sign, and I'll send you details on the Coach Sneak Peek. something along those lines, but make sure it's there, okay? So more in the creation. So you're going to create your set, you guys. So like you guys can kind of see my set. This is like set up, right? I didn't just throw this together right before. But it doesn't have to be perfect. And that's the thing that I want you to understand. Don't wait for you to think that you have to have the perfect set before you make a video. Who cares? Okay, just do it. But create the set if you can. You always want to have the light in front of you guys, right? So you don't want to have the light behind you because guess what? Then you're dark. So like I have a light that I have in front of me always, because if I didn't, then I would be super dark right now. And if you're in the windows, like I have windows right here to my left, like I wouldn't want to sit with the windows behind me like this. I would actually want to sit with the windows in front of me like this so that you're getting better lighting, okay? The angle of the camera should be at your hairline, at your hairline and filming from the waist up. So you can kind of see it's like chest up. I could have it down a little bit farther like that. So I'm about my hairline, so I've adjusted it to my waist up. And you may have to slightly look up. So if you guys could see me right now, this is my setup. So you guys can't see this, but I'll show you. So I have 2 Shakeology boxes that I set my computer on because it creates the perfect scenario for me here. And then I just put my laptop on top of it, make sure my lighting's good in front of me, and then have it slightly angled down, okay? Check to be sure your area isn't cluttered. Like you just saw my desk, so I wouldn't want to be filming my desk because there's a lot going on. But behind me, it's clear, it's cut. There isn't things that are distracting from me for the most part. You might glance behind to see what's there, but it's not going to be the main focus. So make sure it's not cluttered. Begin and end with a smile. So your face tells a story way before you speak, okay? So always, it doesn't matter. As soon as that button hits live or record, you start like this. Hey guys, it's Jalene Kaiser. Thanks for taking time to jump on. You don't have to say hey guys. That's just, I guess, what I always say. Hey guys, hey guys. Speak with confidence and draw them in. This term right here, fake it till you make it. Learn from Shalene in 2013. And it's just so true. Until you become more confident and you have less fear about speaking in front of a camera, or just on film, or just speaking in general, just pretend that you are great at it. Just pretend you know what you're doing and speak with confidence, because people can tell that when you're nervous and you're kind of like, you know, shrugging away and that kind of thing. So just speak with confidence all the time and know that each time is going to become better over and over again, okay? So some do's. Do smile. Have high energy. Get pumped up before you go on. So maybe you need to take a few minutes and let's just say you just got done screaming at your kid, or they're driving you nuts. Your husband's doing something and you're just like, just stop. I got to do this video and I'm so nervous. And so now all of a sudden you're stressed out. And you shouldn't go on camera when you're stressed out, right? So you may want to stop for a second and just put on something like whatever your jam is. Right? So music does so many things for us. So rhythm is a dance. That's Size Live if you guys are instructors. But so put on your jam. Just go for a couple minutes. Don't get in that zone. Right? So you want to make sure that you don't go into a video like pissed off or just got in a fight with somebody. Take that couple minutes to get back in the zone, into having confidence and being happy, high energy, whatever it is you got to do to get yourself pumped up. And only you know that. And if you can't get out of the funk, then maybe right then isn't the time for you to go live or to make a video. Just plan it in another chunk of time. Pause after you mess up and smile and just continue back to the point. So this is one thing that I wish I would have known in the very beginning, because I kept retaking and doing retake after retake. This was before live video, because when it's live, I mean, when you mess up, you just mess up, but which is fine. But so if you're recording, just say, I'm going to tell you today about, just pause. So tip number 2 is going to be that blah, 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 blah. And then until you, like, if you mess up, you see the difference, because otherwise you can edit that out. So, because you can just stop with a smile, So you're going to edit that and then start again, right? So when you're going back to do your editing of your videos, it's much easier to do. So do a practice run through. If you're not ready to do live yet, do a recording. And take the time to maybe set out your content in front of you so that people can't see it. So like sometimes I have it on a piece of paper, I'll just set it right next to me where I can see it. And my main points. And then I'll be sure to like look and do a run through and then go ahead and try to film the whole thing. Save your videos to repurpose. This is one of the things why I think video is so important, because it helps you to utilize your time. So I just did that live video feed on meal prepping. And then the same day I did a meal prepping, like actual prepping of the food. So those both took up my time, but what's going to happen is now I take those, I download those, I do edit some of that out because I'm like, hey, Christy, how are you? And like things like that. So I will edit like little parts of that out, and then I'll be able to upload that to YouTube. Right? So then guess what? That video is playing all the time. So anybody who's coming to my page, anybody who's going to YouTube, they're being able to see me when I'm sleeping. So that's repurposing your content. I could even break that down into a blog, like my 5 tips for meal prep, which I think I had 3 yesterday. So I had 3 tips. So I can break that down into a blog. Then I can also break that down into a Facebook message. I can break that down into a tweet. I can break that down into an Instagram post. And it all came from the same one video, right? So now you've created one video that took you a little bit of time, but now you're able to do so many other things with it in so many other places where it's working for you when you're not really necessarily in there, like at that moment in time, right? So it's going to be out there, working for you when you're sleeping. Keep your phone horizontal. So if you're doing a lot of things from your phone, like I don't have the access to do Facebook Live from my page yet, but so I do all my live from my phone. So a lot of times people put it like this. This is a no-no, right? You want to put your phone like this. And if you don't have a tripod, which we're going to talk about little things, this tripod I think was like $10. Find it on Amazon. It like has curly Q legs, and there's other fancier ones, but just get yourself a tripod. So your phone's going to go in here horizontally like this, okay? And the reason why is because, so I learned this the hard way too. When you film like this, your head's gonna end up being cut off when you go to repurpose your video, when you go to like try to put it into iMovie, and nothing more will tick you off, when you just took all that time to make a video, and now when you go to put it into an editing app, you don't fit, and then you're like, oh my gosh, like, oh, yeah, don't do that. Save yourself the trouble and go here. This is when you're using it to repurpose and that you're going to be editing or doing something else, or even when you're going live, just always go into it thinking that you're going to repurpose the material you're doing so that you're working smarter, you guys, not harder. Okay. So keep your phone horizontal and do talk as if you're speaking to one person. So that person out there who needs to hear your message today. So the other day I made a post like, I'm going to see if I can find it. If you guys are having any questions, make sure that you put them in the chat box as well too, so I can get to those here at the end because we're almost done. So speak as if you're talking to one person, that one person that needs to hear your message. Think about that. Who is that? What are you struggling with today? What is it that somebody needs help with that you can help them with? Okay, let's see. So today I wrote this post, and I'm just going to read it to you to help with wording. So the thoughts you have shape your today. The choices you make define your today. Your actions are the truths of your today. May your thoughts be positive. May your choices move you closer to your goals, and may it be a day you don't just simply exist, but instead take action on something that makes you feel alive. Rise and grind, TGIM. Thank God it's Monday. That's what that stands for. So look at that person and think about like what it is you want to get through to them at that moment in time, okay? Because don't say like, hi, Facebook friends, how's it going? How are all of you guys? Because that message reaches, guess what? No one. Because when you try to reach everyone, you reach no one. So you want to focus on that one person, like you, like who you're looking for you. Somebody who, like your kid just puked on your shoe and you're so tired, you don't even know if you brushed your teeth today. And, but guess what? We got this. Today, it doesn't matter. Like we got this done. We're doing it. Like we're going to get through. Okay. Talk to that person. So here are some don'ts. Don't look at yourself. If you need to, cover it. So when I say don't look at yourself, like you need to have a conversation with this pinhole right here. Some people don't know. So like, here's my phone right side up. Don't hold it this way to film your video. But this little pinhole right here, that's where you need to focus your eyes. Like, see, I'm looking into your soul right now, right? So right here, I need to feel connected to you. So if I'm looking at myself, which right now I'm looking at myself, I'm looking at you guys, right? Do you feel the disconnect? So I'm talking to you, I'm making this video, but there's a disconnect, right? Now I'm here. Are you struggling? Do you need help? Are you at a plateau? Like, right? Do you see the difference? Do you feel the difference? You need to connect in that pinhole. In the beginning, guess what? Cover it up. Cover up this part of your phone so only you can see the peek hole, right? So that you're only talking to the camera lens if you have to, because if you keep looking at yourself, you're not connecting with your people. So just keep that in mind. Do not hold your phone. Do not hold your phone. Get a tripod. Like I said, here's the one I use. And then I have a bigger one too somewhere. It's like a 6-foot one. I think it was $22 on Amazon. So these things aren't expensive, you guys, and know that it's like a write-off. This is an investment in your business, right? In yourself. And don't ramble. If you notice that you start to ramble, then just say, okay, well, that's going to be it for today. Or like, if you're live, catch yourself and then redirect. If it's a one that you're just reporting, then just kind of cut that out if you can. Some people ramble, some people don't, whatever, but it's something you'll get better at. The less nervous you are, like the less fear you have about video, you won't really care what other people are thinking or if they're commenting, because guess what? You're here to deliver a message, and you're going to deliver that message. And then later on, you can go back and answer people's questions or like get in touch with the people who liked or commented on your video. Okay. So don't like think that you have to wait for people to say something. Just get on there, deliver your message, and then get off. Okay. So apps, I just wanted to cover a few apps that I use for video. I use iMovie. That's probably 98% of the time I use iMovie, and that's on my phone and also on my computer. So I am an Apple user. I use a Mac computer, and then I also use an iPhone. So I'm not sure what the equivalent would be like on a Droid because I don't have that. Pick, Play, Post is another good one to do like workouts, and also have stills. So you can do both a still picture and a video within the same like collage. Adobe Spark is awesome as well because you can utilize Adobe Spark via your phone and your computer. So like you can start a project on your computer, and then if you have the app, like literally you can pick it right up where you left off on your phone or vice versa. And then Facebook Live, of course, that's also another place where I just get on there and I just make the video, you guys. I just get on there and do it. Usually, I mean, obviously I have pre-planned out content. I don't usually just get on there to just say, hey, right? That's where I planned out my content beforehand. So let's see. Putting it into action. So this is your homework. This is your takeaways for tonight's call. I hope that you guys have had some great takeaways, and this is going to help you. But first of all, brain dump. Brain dump, which that means getting out that piece of paper, the big Post-it, and writing down all things you. Like, what are all things you? What kind of shoes do you like? Where do you shop? Where do you go on vacation? What do you struggle with? What have you been through that makes you who you are? What are you good at? What are you passionate about? What workouts do you like to do? Maybe you could do a move of the day. What are some of your favorite recipes? All of the above. You're just going to keep brain dumping out everything. What are things that you can help other people with? Things that you can teach people that you're good at. And don't say nothing, because everybody is good at something. They're good at many things. What can you help solve? What problem can you help solve? Maybe it's meal prepping for your people who watch you. Maybe it's sharing your favorite recipe and like making the same recipe you share with everyone and then putting it out there. Whatever it is, just brain dump it all. Spend 15 minutes brain dumping all of your ideas that you can come up with. And then commit to at least 3 videos in the coming week. So today's Monday, and I'm going to put a challenge out there. Write this hashtag down. So hashtag DE for Dream Extreme. Hashtag DE. I just had a complete brain fart. Video challenge. All right, so hashtag DE video challenge. And then so if you do make a video which you should be, make a video, put it out there, and hashtag it DE Video Challenge. And we'll be looking to watch those. Maybe we'll draw a winner within the next couple of weeks. For those of you who are using that hashtag and who've made your 3 videos. It can be live or recorded, but just do it. At least get one out there of sharing your story and just telling people who you are, okay? So hopefully that helps you guys. That's all I have for tonight. I know it's a lot, and it's you might have to go back and watch the recording, which is totally cool. I want to check the chat box. Does anybody else have any questions? Can you share where you bought the tripod? I ended up with one that was for a camera. Okay, so here's the thing, you guys. So do I. They all work for a camera. I didn't know this. Okay. So they all are gonna come looking like this. Okay. This is for the bottom of the camera. What you do is you buy a selfie stick, or I don't even know if you can buy these separately, but this is off of a selfie stick, or maybe not this specific one, but right. So look, it has those same holes, and you just screw it right in. I don't feel stupid because I wondered the same thing. Okay. And then boom, you have yourself a tripod. Same thing with the Diva ring light. So I have the Stellar Diva ring light. It's the one that Chalene Johnson has that she always talks about, that Coach Glitter talks about too. So it's an investment, you guys. I didn't have one for the first couple of years of my business, but then I actually got it as a gift. My husband got it for me for Christmas, I think, not last year, the year before. So put it on your list of things that you're going to work towards, right? That you're going to work hard and put away a little bit of your check each week to be able to get you there. So did this information help you guys tonight on how to create content for video and how to just get out there and do it? Yes. Like I said, the biggest thing, you guys, is just taking action. Action kills fear, and the more times or not, the more video you do, the better you're going to get. If you guys know this, Christine asked me to speak, and I'm going to end with this. She asked me to speak at a live event, her coach camp, in 2014. And I do not public speak. I had a panic attack in my speech class. And the whole time I just said, fake it till you make it. I know I'm only going to grow from this experience. Like, I'm only going to become better by doing this. And so tell yourself that. Like, I'm only going to get better each time I do this video. And, you know, in a couple months from now, you're going to be rocking it and just be like, who wants to do a video with me? Because I just love doing video. Can I get some video here? Can we do it together? Like, you'll end up really doing it, because I truly do enjoy now doing video all the time. So great. Thank you guys so much for jumping on and spending your night with me. I really, really appreciate it. And I would love any feedback that you guys have. And don't forget to hashtag DE Video Challenge for those of you who are going to put this into action right away. Because guess what? The longer you wait, the more likely you are to not do it. So just do it. All right, you guys. Thanks so much. And the recording will be posted shortly. See you later. Bye, guys.
Bye. Have a good night.